Hey Kira, Patrick here with Drive Interactive Group. Just want to say thanks for reaching out to on my post there on Facebook. Let's just go ahead and dive into your quick audit here. So, looking at your website, I really like it. PJ Mirror, I assume purple is probably your favorite color. So, since you have the purple Gemini mirror, but there's good information here. You got parties, you got pictures, you got a little bit of content. It is a one-page website, which is fine, but you have a contact form down here, that kind of stuff. The one thing I do not see is a phone number. You have no way for them to actually reach out to you by phone. Actually, I'm sorry, you got it here, but as you can see, it's not clickable, nor is your email here. So I would definitely suggest to put this clickable. I would add it somewhere up here as a clickable right front and center, because I mean essentially at the end of the day when somebody comes to your website, the goal of your website is to convert them into either a conversation, so either having them call you, fill out a form, any of that kind of stuff. So I would definitely add a clickable phone number somewhere high. Let's get into like the technical stuff a little bit. So I ran a scan of your website, and basically I know that you're a photo booth. You do parties, that kind of stuff, in the Houston area. I know you service, like you have down here, you service Huffman, Kingwood, and all those other places as well. But this is a technical side. So this is where Google's going to look and see, okay, what's this website all about? So in your title tag, you have Purple Gemini. And so if I was to do a search, right, if I was to do a search for Purple Gemini, as you can see here, right, you're going to rank. You're almost the number one spot, because that's what you're telling Google that you want to rank for. You're ranking for Purple Gemini instead of ranking for Houston photo booth, Purple Gemini, Huffman. I guess not Huffman, but maybe Kingwood area. Maybe Kingwood, Texas photo booth, rentals, Purple Gemini, something like that. So if you were to change your title tag, that would definitely help you rank for that specific keyword. So next is the meta description. All you have is reflections of a good time. Typically optimal length is between 70 and 320 characters. So you definitely want to add here and add keywords. So photo booth, party booth, weddings, photo booth, anything related, parties that you do, anything that has to do with photo booths, you want to go ahead and put that in there. So then the next one, since you have a one-page website, this is extremely important. You don't have what's called an H1 header tag. And this basically, if you had multiple pages, this tells Google what that particular page is all about. So since you don't have an H1, it's really not going to rank you very high for your H2. So you have Purple Gemini Mirror, our photo booth gallery, and Book with Us. So what I would suggest is adding actually a header, and maybe the best part to put it would be maybe in this picture in like a white or something like that, but putting something that says PG Mirrors, Houston's only, or Houston's top, photo booth mirror company, or photo booth Houston, Texas, Purple Gemini, something along those lines, and make it an H1 tag. That way you're going to tell Google, hey, this is what this website's all about, and this is what I actually want it to rank for. So last but not least, it says here that you have images that don't have alt attributes. Basically what that means is you can actually name and add add keywords to your pictures, and that helps with your rankings as well. So any of your pictures you can take, name them photo booth near me, photo booth Kingwood, Texas. You have the mirror type deal, those types of things. So the other thing I would do is I ran a report and I looked here to see how much content you had on your page. So you have 540 words total, which is pretty good. But most of your photo booths, especially, let's see here, we'll go to Houston. I know they're busy. This is on page 3. Let's just click these guys. These guys are on page 3. Let's see how they're ranking. So Imperial Photo Booth, right? We're gonna turn this on real quick just to see where they're at. Page So as you can see, they have a title, that meta keywords, their meta descriptions a lot better. 468, but look, the photo booth photo, Houston, guests, photo booth, your guests, Imperial Photo, you know, that stuff's going to be, that's a lot better than, you know, you're down at 6 and Purple Gemini and Resume, your guests, you know, here you should be talking about wedding parties, wedding receptions, you know, anniversary parties, you know, kids parties, you know, anything that's related to what you do. That's where you want to add this content, and you might actually even be better off if you even added some service pages in here and talked about each specific service. So like you had wedding parties, and then had a whole page that talked about, you know, what it looks like to work with you, you know, at a wedding party, and tell that story, you know, because that would definitely help. So I hope you found this informative. If you have any other questions, you know, please don't hesitate to reach out. But just want to thank you for reaching out, and like I said, hope you enjoy this. So thank you.